Hey folks, so I wanted to recap a question that was asked in our Power BI career Q&A live call, and this was an excellent question. It came from Cindy, and she asked about how do I transition to 100% BI analytics role? And on these live calls, I get to actually talk to people and really understand what is their specific situation and then give them very specific advice. So in this case, talking to Cindy, what we realized was that she was in a specific role, and so a lot of people have like a specific day role, and then they want to move more towards being full-time focused on BI, but they're not quite sure what are the exact steps, what technologies they should focus on. Should they worry about competitors, SQL database, or Python, right? I mean, it's certification. What's the right thing to do? And it can be really confusing. So now, of course, when we answer these questions live, it can often take 30, 45 minutes, which is good. I enjoy that. I enjoy the discussion. I enjoy, again, understanding the situation and helping them there. What I'll do is I'll do a quick recap for you. Before we dive into it, what I will say is that definitely check out talkpowerbi.com. We do run the career Q&A, the one that I'm talking about. We also do a technical Q&A. We do a dashboard showcase, and we run a whole bunch of other events. So check that out on talkpowerbi.com. So let's get to Cindy's question. So my first piece of advice was to basically be focused and do what I call either you can call it the Thor hammer approach, or another one that I've heard is that gateway drug to BI. The Power BI is the gateway drug to BI. So it is that one door that's going to open so many other doors for you. And the Thor hammer idea is that you are really, really strong in one tool. So you want to be the master in that tool and not be a jack of all trades, master of none. I mean, think about when would you have a better market value? When you are really feel comfortable and at home in Power BI, or you know a little bit of Power BI, a little bit of Tableau, QuickView, SQL, right? I mean, just again, jack of all trades, master of none. That doesn't even sound great, right? So keep that in mind. And again, Power BI is a great opportunity right now. It's definitely hot technology. It's grabbing marketplace from everybody, giving them a run for their money. So you can't go wrong with Power BI. Hey, but if you want to choose Tableau as your Thor hammer, go for it. But again, stay focused on one tool. Now, SQL and database, we had a bit of a discussion of how really Power BI democratizes data sources. And what that means is that really doesn't matter which data source you're connecting to. It could be SQL, Excel, CSV, SharePoint, SAP, whatever. It doesn't matter. In most cases, after you go through the first few screens where you talk, so SQL, you put the server name, Excel, you put the file name. After that, once it comes into the query editor, the interface is exactly the same. So really, I don't remember the last time I used SQL. Now, can it help you knowing SQL? I do know SQL, and once in a while I do reach for it. But again, those cases are somewhat rare. So yeah, that's not as relevant. Now, as for learning these other technologies, again, let Power BI be your gateway drug, right? So really focus on that, really become good at that, and then let that open other doors for you in a directed learning approach. What that means is that you don't just sign up for all of these courses like, yep, an R, Python, Azure ML course, all of that, and then frankly they're just stacked there, or you've gone through them but you don't really understand it, you've bought books. What's the point of that? So instead, be working on a project, and if you see that, oh, in this project I need this Azure ML thing or R thing or Python thing, then you can explore that when that needs to be. I will say that I don't know any of these technologies, and I have helped lots and lots of companies. So these are for sure not required at the start of your journey. You can do a lot, help a lot of companies, even if you know very few basics of Power BI. For certification, hold on. I'll say check out my video. Is Power BI certification worth it? So just if you don't find it with a search, well, I think you should find it. So is Power BI certification worth it? And that covers that in more detail. So that's about it. Clearly, there was some other discussion which I've forgotten now what this stuff was about. But but again, if you would like to ask your questions personally to me, describe your situation, I'm here to help. I'm here to serve. So yeah, join us for the next career Q&A or the next Talk Power BI event. Power on.